Hey there, Grumps here. Starting out my main end island, which is still a bit of a mess. Not here for that today. We're gonna take a look further out the end islands. Like everything else here, this is still a bit rough, but it works. So, head on in. And here we are. So this is my version of a, well, it would be an endermelon farm, but in this case there's a wither involved. So it's a withermelon farm. Now you can see them all rolling in with the hitboxes on. So I kind of wanted to do something like this ever since I saw the original video from Panda, back however long ago that was. I thought it was kind of cool concept, but I definitely didn't want to build the whole structure like they had it. I just have them spawn outside. They have the whole length as they run down in towards the center to pick something up. I've had a few issues with the wither component of this. I tried using Razeworks version of a Witherose farm using endermen. But I have a too wide tunnel, and I think I set some stuff up wrong. So it breaks here and there, but it still basically functions. And the wither's never actually gotten out. And for the main layout itself, you have stuff from someone like Andy. I saw he doesn't have any views, but I really liked his version where he has a whole bunch of paths. So you could add additional paths, have more spawning area around the outside. So I have even additional melons that can grow that they can pick up. And redstone CPU, I believe, where we had 2 layers and used string to spawn proof it as well. So there's a few people I was looking around. I saw some concepts, some versions. Some of this is probably based on, but you know, it's always fun to come up with your own version. I've had 2 previous enderman farms, so I wasn't really worried about getting ender pearls from this, but it gets a huge number of those. It gets a decent number of wither roses, of course, because that part is based on Razeworks designs. That works well. I've had some odd issues with the rate of the melons. I've gotten anywhere from 1,700 to 2,000 melons per hour. Let's fly down and take a look. Ooh, that was rough. Just have a basic spawning platform out here. They'll run in towards the center and down into line. Oh, I can hear the wither now. You notice I have string down here. I had some issues where they would start dropping off the melons on the floor, and the idea of adding the string was hopefully they wouldn't do that. I think it works, but then they pick up noticeably fewer melons when they have string on the floor than when they don't. So I cleared out the string. Here they pick up a lot of the ones on the floor. And when they do have string, like here, they tend to pick up a lot less of the melons on that level. So I think it is best just to not add string here. And if they put down melons here, that's fine. I think it's probably a good idea to have string down here so they don't put melons down right next to the entrance. The basic function hasn't changed. Right, endermen can pick stuff up within what is like a 3x3 block area from their feet to their head. You need to block off the dirt, so that way they don't pick that up. Oh, I'm destroying things here. That doesn't look like it's as much of a mess as it's been sometimes. So I've had a couple issues with chicken dying and having to replace it. Oh, no, that's fine. And it is too wide. I don't think... It does seem to usually work pretty well. As such, let's fly down here and see if anything is a mess. Anyway, yeah, obviously they fall down from high enough that it's a one-hit kill. Even I can just punch them. But they need to be immediately killed by the wither, so that way they don't aggro to the wither. If the wither takes damage, it'll destroy a whole bunch of blocks. And that's happened a lot. It's finally in a steady state where I'm not having that issue, but that keeps coming back up. And I have some hoppers dropping everything out into water stream. Goes back over the storage here. And yeah, obviously a whole bunch of wither roses. I haven't really done anything with these yet, and I finally updated to a version that has them. Oh, even more. But yeah, get a nice source of just regular melons without having to craft anything up. Already got a bunch out of here. Yeah. And I'm just let the ender pearls go. I don't really need any. I've had a few farms for those for a long time. And here's the map for it. Again, this path here goes all the way back through both enderman farms that I've had, back to the main end island. And then I cover this area in water so I don't have to deal with endermen out here, and so there's not as much location for them to teleport to. Though of course, a lot of them have teleported here and have been stacking up, stacking up the watermelons. When it's going, it does generally seem pretty stable. You can leave, come back. I figure it'd be easier just to set this up somewhere in the end without the wither, because the wither just creates a whole bunch of problems. You can just probably set them up to just fall to their death, or if you want to have them fall and loot. And so up at the top, the number all the way on the left out of 70 is the number of mobs. So it tends to sit around like mid 30s up to 70. What you could potentially get more from is if you set it up so that they can run longer next to the watermelons. More places for melons to grow, and a longer distance for them to run next to the melons to have a even higher chance of picking them up. So that is my Withermelon farm. Turned out pretty well, I think. We'll go take a look at the other thing I have here on the end that's nearby. I may have gotten slightly lost there. This is nothing impressive, nothing too interesting. I just got tired of going back having to mine out that endstone. So I came up with another way to mine out endstone that doesn't really solve the problem, but at least was a little more interesting. So this here is just it's a manual way of mining out endstone. I need some of it here and there. Just have some water streams going over. You can start at the bottom and mine stuff out and just drop it off the edge. It'll automatically get brought over and loaded in shulker boxes. This figured it was a more interesting way of doing it. I was trying to come up with some way to mine stuff out with simple flying machines, but this is too blast resistant, so it's really, I can come up with anything useful. Unless you want to build a proper quarry of some sort. I'm sure there are other designs out there that someone's come up with. You can tell a few of them survived the fall in the past. Yep, and obviously just have another teleporter right here. Let's get on back. And that's all for today. Thought it was kind of cool concept. Thought the previous ideas were really fun, and it was just kind of fun to finally have something like it built up myself. If y'all found something interesting, you'll have a good day. Cheers.